Namaste. Today we are going to learn about the facial beauty of the goddess Parvati, where the saint has become a small child looking at the beautiful face of his mother, mesmerized totally by her beauty. So he goes on explaining, comparing it with various things. And also, we will get a fair idea even today how the same concepts are being copied or being followed or are being preferred rather. So, to begin with, he talks about the facial shape. How is the shape of the face of the goddess? He says the face of the goddess is so proportionate, it is so beautifully in proportion. The width of the forehead and to the width of the nose, tip of the nose and the lower jaw, and overall breadth of the face and the height of the cheekbones, prominence of the cheek, all these aspects he goes on talking about. So he says the forehead is so beautifully designed. Her forehead is so broad and it looks as if it's like a playground, you know. All the creations, all the work, all the task that she has taken up, everything is being planned. It's like a blueprint running on that area. So it is as vast as the sky. So even today in the beauty industry, women with broader forehead is said to be beautiful looking. The reason is when the forehead is broad, we can decorate it well. We can decorate it with beautiful bindi. It gives us a choice of trying out different sizes, different shapes of bindi. So, here, the shape of the bindi the goddess uses on her forehead is usually round. So he says she puts a round bindi, a big round kumkum, which indicates or which stimulates her Agna chakra. It is the third eye point where she has applied that kumkum, the sindoor, just down that the kumkum. And next he talks about the width of the face. The width of the face is not too narrow, not too broad. It is so much in good proportion. He says the cheekbones are in such good position that whenever she smiles, whenever the goddess turns around, it looks as if there are two chariots, beside her face. So, what are these reflections? She has got such beautiful glossy skin, and the jhumkas or the big earrings, whatever she's wearing, the reflection of her earrings, it's seen on her cheeks, it's falling on her cheeks. And when you look at her face, these two reflections on her cheeks, they're just looking like chariots wheel. So they are actually complementing the beauty of her face. Isn't it mesmerizing? So we can actually visualize because we frequently visit temples. So next time when you visit temple, just see how the face of the goddess has been carved, how it's sculpted, how prominent is the cheekbone, because the same principle or the same sutras is what our sculptures follow, because that is an underlying principle. It's a formula that they follow in terms of proportion. So when they carve the deity's uh, body, that sculpture, they follow certain proportions. So face is something very, very important.